It's Mercury retrograde, so I think that this probably doesn't need to be said, but I think like most of you do need to know this. This is something that I've known coming in since like 2016 or so, when I decided to go online and look for spiritual things. I'd spoken with many people, chaos magicians, and people that just proclaim just plain old, I'm a witch. And people that claim they're pagan, and even people that proclaim they were just followers of God. One thing you guys need to know, and I feel like a lot of you already know this, but you're just not like looking at it for face value, is people will intentionally piss you off on purpose to get a reaction out of you, because that reaction feeds the working that they're doing. Whether that working is like an actual physical working, or whether it's like just siphoning your energy or what have you, but they want you to get mad, and you guys are letting them have it. The best thing you can do is have no reaction. The best thing you can do is ignore. And the best thing that you can do is see things for how they are. You know, the thought behind it is that they will take your hateful energy and manipulate it, reform it, and turn it into something beneficial for them. So the more arguments you guys have, the more hate mail you guys are sending each other, the more ugly texts and comments, it's just helping that person. Like, you guys need to know that you're stepping into a trap. You guys need to know that you're feeding the wolves, basically. And you don't even know that you're doing it by acting on impulse and allowing people to upset you, allowing people to get the better of you. What you're allowing them to do is drain you. And you're allowing them to get your power, basically. So for one, now they know what triggers you, so they can use this formula at any time. And two, you're now a meal for them, basically. Like, they know that they can get you at any time, and they use basic tactics, things that would just piss anybody off. So the way it works a lot of times is the hate accumulates around like a certain subject, around or a certain post or a certain video or a certain comment, you know, or even just like from a distance, like a certain celebrity or something like that. So the hate regarding that subject matter will accumulate and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow like a seed. And eventually it'll become its own, well, they call it a thought form, but to describe it simply, it'll become its own separate energy. And if the person is versed enough, they'll be able to siphon from that energy. It's almost kind of like raw stock. You're giving them raw emotion and base emotion and base anger. What they can do, like a scientist, like a chemist, or like an alchemist, is take that raw material and manipulate it. They can take, it's kind of like grabbing a piece of clay and forming it how they want to form it. And then they go and they do what they need to do with it. And that's all thanks to you. That's all thanks to you giving them your reaction and giving them your power. It's a mental game. No tools are required. And sometimes you're left feeling drained. Sometimes you're left feeling like something just happened, but you just can't pinpoint it. You feel like somebody got the better of you. You just don't know how. Because they carry on with their life and you're just kind of stuck there like, what the hell just happened? That's how you know. And I feel like I should tell you guys, because there's so many arguments that happen online. There's so many words spoken that were just bait. And you guys are not seeing it. You guys are not seeing it for what it's worth and for what it really is. And I hate to be the one that gives away the secret, but I'm not the only person that's mentioned that this is a thing. And I'm all for you guys doing whatever it is you're going to do. I'm not going to pick sides. But rather than going into the jungle unarmed, I would much rather, at least arm you guys with a bit of knowledge. And that's why the internet and being online is horrible for a lot of us. It's horrible for our health and for our spiritual well-being, for our physical well-being. But yeah, just know that some people thrive off of the anger, which is the easiest emotion to provoke from people. They live off of it. It's sometimes their only source of nourishment. And so you got to decide if you want to feed those people. Okay? I'm not one of them. I thrive off of doing good things for people and being a good person. But, yeah, I just, I'm that person. I give away the secrets. But this is a very important lesson. What it means is, if they can do it, you can do it. It's just a matter of finding the right resources. It's just a matter of tapping into the right elements of your spirituality. Do you want to learn how to do that? Do you want to learn how to basically drain people dry so that your workings or your lifestyle advances? I mean, if you really think about it, that's how most things work in life. I'm not making these people out that do this out to be the villains. They're just doing it in a different way than most of us do, or the rest of society does, maybe because it's a dog-eat-dog world. And if you think that being part of a spiritual group is going to be all rainbows and honey, then I'm sorry, but even in the Love and Lighters groups, there's people that siphon your energy. It's everywhere. It's like a natural instinct. So, just a heads up. Just letting you guys know, you guys are falling right into their traps, especially during this Mercury retrograde. Do not, if you don't want to feed the wolves, then do not give in to the anger or the jealousy or the envy or the bickering or the one-upping, the competition, the semantics. Don't give in. Just do your own thing, focus on yourself, and you won't be prey to the wolves. If you didn't know, now you know. It's a mind game. So, there you go. PSA. You're welcome.